Hi everyone, my name is Steve Courage, and as you can see, I'm an African. And in Africa, almost everybody you come across want to run away from Africa, and especially they want to go to America. In today's video, I will be sharing with you three reasons why I can never live in America. So let me start with a story. It happened maybe 16 or 17 years ago. My stepbrother called me and handed to me a form. So when I checked the form, I discovered it was this visa lottery form. For those of you who might not know what visa lottery is, in my country, I don't know, maybe they still do it up to today. They have this visa lottery program where America, especially, allows some people from my country, Nigeria, to go to America for whatever terms and conditions, which I do not understand. So when my brother gave me the form and I checked to see that it was visa lottery form, I felt a little bit bad about the fact that my brother wanted me to run away from my country, but I couldn't tell him because in Africa setting, you don't speak up to your elder. So I collected this form from him and kept it without filling the form. So about 2, 3 weeks later, my brother called me and asked for the form. So when he looked at how reluctant I was, he understood that I never filled the form. So he angrily told me, "Go and bring that form." So I went inside, I brought the form and gave it to him. This was 16, 17 years ago. Maybe I was 18 years old or thereabout. And everybody around me wanted to do one thing. And that is, they wanted to run away from our country, I mean, Nigeria. So the question is, why do people want to run away from Africa? Very simple. Number one reason, money. Money is the reason why everybody wants to run away from Africa, because these people believe if they could run away from their countries or Africa in particular, getting to America, Europe, or whatever other countries will make them to be better financially. So without wasting much of your time, let me tell you three reasons why I think it is probably stupid to run away from your country to another country because of money. So first reason is this: money is not a factor of your location. If money is the factor of location, this is what will happen. Everybody in certain location will become very rich, while everybody in another location will become very poor. That essentially means if money has everything to do with where people live, it means certain countries of the world, for example, America, United Kingdom, or whatever country you mentioned, we have a population of everybody that is wealthy. Then certain other countries of the world, let's say Nigeria, Cameroon, South Africa, or whatever, we have a population of everybody that is poor. But as you can see, that is not the case. So let's take America for example. According to fedbytrade.com, 40 million Americans are food insecure. We are talking about people who do not have assurance about where their next meal will come from. If you come to the street of Lagos and you tell young people in Lagos that today 40 million people in America are worried about where their food will come from, an average guy on the street of Lagos will not believe that. Now, if peradventure some of you do not believe that, of course, you probably believe whatever come from CNN because it is owned by American. So go and read this article from the website of CNN. 76% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. This is unbelievable for an average African guy because he believes that everybody who lives in America, are well-to-do, they have money. So you can go ahead and read this publication. More than 500,000 Americans are homeless. All these statistics are very difficult to believe for most Africans who want to run to America. Because these guys believe, oh, everybody in America is fine. Everybody in America is well-to-do. But the point is, money is not a factor of where people live. If money was to be a factor of where people live, then a country like America should have everybody becoming wealthy. And a country like in Nigeria or Ghana should have everybody poor. But that is not the case. You have rich people in every nation of the world, and you have poor people, extremely poor people in every nation of the world. Right from when I was a young guy, even before I became an adult, I understand this simple fact, which is money does not live in a particular location. But Steve, living in a good country definitely increase your chances of becoming rich. So Thomas, what is the definition of a good or bad country? Oftentimes when people talk about good country, bad country, they have this assumption that there are some places in the world where you getting there probably give you assurance of becoming wealthy. There is no such place in the world. People become rich or poor as a result of the way they think, not necessarily because of where they live. And yes, living in certain location might help you, provided you are prepared, to become wealthy, provided you prepare your mind to become rich. If you are not prepared to be rich, it doesn't matter where you live, you are still going to be poor. That's the truth. So the number one reason why I decided that I would never run away from Africa or go and live in America because of money is because I know becoming wealthy doesn't have anything to do with where I live. Rather, it has everything to do with how I think about money. And that is why today I'm richer than 99.99% of people who run away from Africa, even though I'm right here in Lagos, Nigeria. The second reason why I decided not to run away from my country because of money is that this is 21st century. I know you do know that this is 21st century, but you probably don't know the difference between 21st century and every other history of human existence. So let me give you a picture. Let's assume you want to start a business in the 18th century. You are going to have to start in your small town or village or probably in one of the few cities of the world. And if you are lucky to have that business succeeding, it means after like 3 years or 5 years, you will have your business expanding to the next town. And if you keep on succeeding, maybe in the next 1 decade, 10 years, you will have your business maybe in 5 cities or 5 towns. If you are fortunate and you keep on succeeding, it means maybe in the next 2 decades, you will have a business that can serve maybe 10 cities or a state in your country. And if you are fortunate to be among 0.0001% of entrepreneur, then it means in your lifetime, you will have a business that can serve other people in other country. That is the picture of reality just 200 years ago. Now, fast forward to today, you can start a business right now from a village in India or in Nigeria or in South Africa and have your first client to be a guy from Australia or from America or from United Kingdom. In my personal experience, I had my first successful business in the year 2016. And within a year, we were making money from maybe 4 countries. Today, we make money from practically all the countries of the world. If not all the country, let's say maybe 75% of the country in the entire world. So why am I telling you this? Very simple. This is 21st century. I will only go to a country for another reason other than I want to go and make money. Why? Yeah, I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I make most of my money outside my country. Maybe I should repeat that. I live in Lagos, Nigeria. I make most of my money outside my country. It is called technology. It is called the internet. So it doesn't make any sense to me that I want to pack my load and tell people I'm rushing to America. Why? I want to go and make money. No, this is 21st century. And if you're among the multitude who really don't understand the power we have in this century, I challenge you to go and study, I understand, and learn, and be curious to know that time has changed. You no longer need to run away from where you live before you make money. Does this mean you can never travel to America? Thomas, like you find it difficult to understand simple things. Now, this is my point. Anybody can travel to any part of the world for whatever reasons. But for me, I will never pack my bag and say, I want to go and live in America. And people ask me why, and I tell them because of money. And this is not a conclusion I arrive at today because I am rich. This has been my mindset from when I was 17 years, 18 years, 19 years old. I have always known I am going to live my life making my money from my country. I'm not judging you for running away from your country. I'm only telling you about myself. So I want to tell you the third reason why I may never get to a point in my life when I tell myself, hey, I'm packing my bag, then I want to go and live in America or any other country. And that is, I love my country. It's an emotional stuff. So many people, even guys, we grew up together, or who happen to be the citizen of the same country like myself, will not agree with me on this. Because all the time, I see people, even Nigerians, talking bullshit about their country. But for whatever reason, since when I was a young guy, I have always loved my country. There is no intelligent or intellectual reason for that. It is purely emotional. I love my country. But if you want me to tell you some reason, then I will have to cook up some reason, which is, okay, I have learned to love whatever I cannot change. A good example of that is, I was born with sickle cell disease. There is no way on earth I'm going to change that. I will probably die with that. So what should I do about it? What I decided to do is to keep on living without bothering myself to think about that every day of my life. So I happen to be born black, and I happen to be born an African, and I happen to be born a Nigerian. And a whole lot of people don't like that. A whole lot of people get angry about that every day. A whole lot of people curse themselves every day. Today, if you go to Facebook, Instagram, or other social network, you see people from my country regretting every day of their life for being born to my country. To me, I don't know how that makes sense, because I cannot change that. I cannot, for whatever reason or any formula, change that. So I am born a Nigerian. I'm going to die a Nigerian. So I choose to love my country. And because I love my country, I decided to live in my country. It's as simple as that. So you might want to ask me, how does loving your country benefit you? My answer to that is this. When you love a particular place, you want to contribute to its progress. And as a matter of fact, that is how people get to become rich. We become rich by looking for ways to contribute. So because I love my country, I always figure out how can I contribute to my country, to my continent. And naturally, such mindsets get you to think about how to solve problems instead of how to complain about it. And when you get yourself to that point where you think about how to solve problems, naturally, you become wealthy and successful. Now, I have said every silly thing I want to say in this video, and I'm not even sure it makes any sense to anybody from anywhere in the world. But I want to apologize to you if, for whatever reason, you have run away from your country and you feel offended by my opinion. Just get this straight to your head. I'm talking about myself, and I'm not even sure I make any sense other than I created a channel just to talk about whatever I feel like talking about, even if it doesn't make sense. I may never get to a point in my life when I tell myself, I'm packing my load, I want to go and live in America, I want to go and live in the United Kingdom. Of course, I believe it's a free world. You on high can travel to anywhere in the world for any reason. But for me, I will never leave my country to go and live in another country just because of money. It is my opinion, and I have told you the three reasons why that is how I think I should live my life. The first is I really don't think money is a factor of where you live. I really don't think money lives in a particular location. People become poor or rich based on how they think about money, not because of where they live. And second reason is because location has actually been taken off the world. We are no longer living in a world of boundary and locations, and all of us today live in the same room. So practically, you can live anywhere and make money everywhere. For that reason, I don't see a reason why I have to pack my load and go and live in any other country other than my country. The third reason is I love my country. There is no reason for that other than I love my country. It is my country. So I want to be here. I want to stay around and see how I can contribute, see how I can be part of the solution to whatever problems my country is facing. And I don't think packing my bag and living elsewhere is going to help me to do that. So if this video makes sense to you, yeah, maybe you should share it with a few of your friends. If it doesn't make sense to you, I'm sorry. Thank you.